If you smoke Colos, come. Carry your friends, come too. Because one thing about people that take Colos is that they have very small circle or big circle of friends. They know themselves. The reason why they know themselves is they come together as if they respect themselves. The reason why they do this and turn their back against the world is because they feel judged. So they have a way of encouraging themselves that they are doing the right thing. So carry all those your friends, come. I need to talk to you people. Now, there are other people I need to exclude from this very list. There are those who have actually found path in life, who are successful, who take Colos. No matter how you try to push them, they already know where they are going to. The people I'm actually calling here are those people who take it from a place of highness. They feel that they've actually passed the stage of all the loud family and all the rest of them are in the highness level of Colos. And no matter how it messes with them, they always find a way to encourage themselves that no, last, come here. I won't shout again. The last time I made a video here, I said that anybody that takes Colos is half dead. And I still stand on my point. But the truth of the matter is that what I'm going to give you practically today is how to revive yourself, if possible. What made you even stay in this very level of losing yourself because you almost lost? Number 3, what is Colos? Now, before I continue, I would want to tell you the difference between what you are taking and what other people are taking. Now, if you are taking the normal loud family from the Canadian loud down to the rest, there's one thing that is very significant no other person has actually observed except myself. If you like, check. But I've been able to do my research and I've noticed that yes, this is true. If you're taking that loud family, there's something it does to people. It brings out the real part of you that you've been hiding. If you're a wicked person, if you're a gossip, see, it brings you out to the public, no matter how you try to hide it. And that is simply because when you are taking cannabis lowers inhibition. It lowers inhibition and reveals that very part of you that is hidden to the world. And you won't even know that you were doing those things. Some part of you will change. That is the reason why if you see a man hitting his wife, they say that he don't smoke. It is not that he smoked. The cannabis is not to be blamed, but who he is actually. What he's doing at that time is who he is. No matter how you try to hide. If you see a person where they pretend say, give him smoke, you will see that part of him. You'll be shocked. You see that part of him that he has been hidden for a long time. I know a guy who a lot of people have been saying that this boy has been responsible. Hey, he's responsible and all. I said, this boy, Mumu, they in system. I know this boy, they say and say, Mumu. Immediately the father died. I caught this boy with 2 girls in a hotel, I think 2 weeks after his father's death. He started, the Mumu part of him is, so I started asking, I saw this boy there, why the sudden change? Is it trauma? The next day I caught him with Canadian law. I say, okay, my data is piling up. Once you see people who changed immediately after they started smoking, understand that that part of their life that they are showing you is who they truly are. Now, what is inhibition? Inhibition is like the break to the brain. Say, for example, you told me something out of anger that really unsettles me to the point that I would want to punch you. There's some part of me that will hold me back. If I am that person that gets angry too quickly, there's always a break that holds you back at some point. When cannabis is present, it lowers it. Now, on the other hand, what is Colos? Colos is something that no other person has been able to define properly. See, if something cannot be given a precise definition, something is wrong somewhere. Colos does not have a definite. You can browse about cannabis, you will see that it's always hitting one point. Colos does not have any definite definition. It doesn't have any precise definition. What it practically does is that it hides you and takes you to a place and abandons you there. And it keeps doing this, repeating it every now and again until it completely abandons you there. Unapologetically. Now, what does Colos do? Now, if cannabis is actually lowering inhibition, what does Colos do exactly? This is the contrast. This is where you need to pay attention. Colos has no interest in whatever you are showing to the public, whether you're pretending. What it attacks is your ego. It attacks your value system. It attacks your very essence. It cuts you off from having the 100% drive that is expected of a man that is in the process of finding wealth. That is the reason why I say if you have found your path in life, if you found success, you're not just let go, because you are safe to some extent. It's not interested in success. It's interested in the process to success. And what are those things that are involved in the process to success? Value. Value must be there. Your value system must be active every now and again for people to see you and even have reasons to discuss things with you. Networking, that is the thing. It kills your very essence. It messes up with your ego. It robs you of your very own identity. How do you now get to success? You might be pretending, thinking that you're working hard, but it is really, really messing with you. Now, I want you to pay attention to this very video.
You smoke Colos? Answer now. Yes. Your life don't spoil. Nothing on that. You get dread, you smoke Colos, you're quick mad. And you go mad.
If you go to the comment section, a lot of people are attacking the guy that posted this very thing and said he made some condescending, derogatory remarks and made the guy felt worse. My God. Now, the very question you'll be asking yourself is this: why are you feeling bad on behalf of the person who is told this very thing? So the thing you called condescending. Why are you feeling bad on behalf of the person? What happened to the very person? Is he mad? Not yet, but close to. Why doesn't he defend himself? What is absent in him? Value. His values are gone. That is the reason why you are defending him. Person where they in front, they tell him. Normally, if they tell person that kind of person where they see, understand A, B, and C and all those things, they tell and say, see, your own don't finish. The first thing the person would do, even if the person don't get strength, there is going to be a reaction. If not fight, the person will walk away. That is because there is still presence of value. But see person where they tell her, just look at the expression, he's gone. Now, how do you get yourself out of this very thing? See, usually it starts from upbringing and societal influence. Now, I always tell people, you get intentional about parenting, not even when you start dating. Before you start dating, see how your home, see how you're going to run your home with your husband. Have an ideal home. Think about the safety of your family, your kids. Know the number of kids you will have, the number of how you are going to get pump in love in that very home. It all starts with the parenting. Now, most of the times, when people leave their parents to, go into the society, they are left with two things: either to remember where they came from or to just join like that. It is when the parents left something worthy, not just wealth, but something bigger than wealth, which is direction. See, even with wealth and you didn't give that person direction, that wealth is going to amount to nothing. Now, when these people get into the society, when they meet something bigger than them that is full of pleasure and at the same time misleading, they will settle for that. Other people are doing it and forgetting where they came from. This is because there was no direction from home. And that is the reason why if you want to get out of this state of being trapped in Colos or this kind of drugs, the first thing you need to look back is how it all started. Who were you before they gave you Colos? Who were you? If you want nothing, then forget your life. Just go. I don't have any business with you. But if you are something, remember that something you were, the values, the system, where you were going before they gave you that very thing. Once you were able to remember this very thing and connect, leave that very rubbish environment you are, go to a place that you get challenged. There's nothing that moves a person like, see, you wake up in the morning, you will realize that there is a life beyond all that nonsense you've been doing every now and again. You will see your mates doing 300 times better. Once you have that driver, you remember who you are. Trust me when I say, you will consider it an enemy. Because what it attacks is not just inhibition, it destroys it and takes you to a place where it abandons you and makes sure you don't have any connection with success. If you haven't found path, it is not interested in people who have actually found their way. I keep saying this. It is interested in those young men, young women who have set out to find their path. If you're in the course of finding your path, Colos is your enemy and will continue to be your enemy. The reason why I made this video is because of the number of DMs I get about it. But based on the video I dropped about Colos some months back, so this is a collective response to you all.